no veas, a Sevilla. Y al último que cuando ya salió la bien de regla.
It is Monday on Raid Shadow Legends, but you knew that. First things first, the webcam is working again. What did I change? Absolutely nothing. It just works whenever it wants to. So today in Live Arena, we are on our own account, and we're going to be having a bit of fun. Like I said, it's off season. We're for funning. So what are we doing? We are picking a team that is Demonspawn, only Demonspawn, and nothing but Demonspawn, because we have Vulkanos Fumor, the faction unity, so we might as well use him and a few friends. So to begin with Vulkanos himself, if you don't know what he does, he's all about arena, all about his passive, where whenever their enemy tries to exist, he puts a HP burn on them, they detonates it, and this can add up very, very quickly, especially with the full faction ally effect, where if someone dies on the HP burn, they're permadead. His A3 also gives him 50% DR while he hasn't used it, gives him cooldown back whenever HP burn ticks on them, and if they're on the HP burn and he attacks them with this, it's going to ignore pretty much every kind of damage reduction effect going. A1 will stack up every time he uses it. He counterattacks with it half the time. You know, like what Karnage does, he likes counterattacking. And A2 is generic AoE skill with fear, not true fear. So with him, we have Cheshire Cat, also known as XDD, also one of my favourites. We all know what XDD does by now. Quite a lot of damage, with some self-defense, and we have them in 4-piece feral, 4-piece lethal with an extra merciless ring for extra stats, and the wand for time when you get points in collect. Karnage also has a wand. He's a bit slow, a bit bad stats in general because gear-wise I'm struggling for him, but honestly Karnage does so much that it takes far too long to explain it. Which then goes on to our spice picks, the first of which is going to be a bolster and stoneskin duchess for anti-burst, anti-bombs, maybe some kind of revive. Primarily picked by a Finnish warlord who doesn't actually have warlord. She's still pretty good, even if just for passive, if she just gets locked out and these 4-turn cooldowns then do nothing. Then we have Lamasu, who is in my speed gear. Yeah, speed gear. Yeah, 410. Fast. That is just how little I have ever farmed any kind of speed gear. But she's another option because I'm going to predict that at least one of these games, Karnage, if no one else out of these 6, is going to be picked. And then the last is Prince Kaimar. Now, this Prince Kaimar build, you're probably thinking, what the fuck is going on here? Yes, he's anti-lockout Prince Kaimar with a Volcardiac heart and 900 resistance. I even changed his masteries for this. So this cost me 640 Starstone, due to be doubled when I take it off and put it back on Hillview again, and then how much it was to change masteries. And past that, he's not got much accuracy, but he'll still be able to buff strip carries if not supports, and A1 does, well, kind of nothing in this context. But it does have a 30% speed aura, although that's still worse than Karnage, who has a 33. So our order is going to probably be Karnage, because the only one that's going to be taken from us, and then we're going to take the rest. I predict that most games, the ban is either going to be Karnage or Vulkanos. I don't see it being anyone else, unless I also go against people who seem disproportionately afraid of Duchess. Now, one thing I forgot to mention about Vulkanos is that he is in a nuker build, or at least as much as I could get of one. Also, first off, let me just do this. Because we needed some kind of red damage dealer, because Karnage and XDD both being green means we'd have a bit of worries against anything else. Okay, so next is going to be... I'm going to take Vulkanos, just in case they try and deny it. And then I will take Lamasu, or shall I just take XDD? Let's just take XDD, shall we? Now you're probably thinking, hang on, how can we do this sort of demon strategy without Komidus or Karosa? Well, Komidus I don't have, and Corrosa... Why do you want me to pull a Corrosa for? What's wrong with you? Would I rather have a Corrosa or a second Cheshire? After some consideration, I guess with extremely heavy conscience, I'd accept a Corrosa over a second one of those. Okay, so who are banning here? Who are banning? They're going to go first no matter what. Do they have any polymorph here? They do, which might dead stop us, so I will just get rid of the Star Sage, and they ban the Lamassu, which is questionable. But let's get started then, shall we? We're going to find quite quickly is that as they try to boost, they're going to burn down. They're going to burn down a lot, and I know who dies when they're burned is not coming back. So yeah, good luck using Scythia's Secret Revive on that one. Okay, there you go. There goes some of their HP immediately. Also, yeah, Vulkanos doesn't really have resist. Where is their HP stats? No. No, I don't think so. Okay. Arbiter's gone. She's not coming back. He's like, bro, what do I even do here? Okay, block revive. Oh, okay, sure. See if I care. Only one of us getting back is Siphi. And believe me, I do not care much about that at all. So, my opponent's probably thinking, what just happened here? Oh wait, Arbiter did come back. But Terras didn't. That is fine. Let's spread the big stupid onto the entire team. And now, goodbye, Mr. Siegfried, because I have free faction unity, so therefore I ignore all of the damage reductions. Both your carries are permadeath, and that is the end of the game. Okay, block revive. No block revive because she didn't have burn, but a decisive victory for the forces of evil. Let's continue then, shall we? Speaking of forces of evil, no, Skeletor's a profile picture, but avatar. I was hoping to get one of the avatars from the Platinum box I got this week, because there's some new ones, but would I use them? I feel the answer is probably not. I'd just keep a hold of them handy. Okay, that's fine. In that case, I will take Vulkanos and Duchess. Now, as mentioned, my Kaimar is in Magma Shield, so if this Mirage tries self-buff and then use the Death or Glory, he's going to instead end up gory. So, we might just pick them here. Do that. And not going to take Lamassu. Where is our Kaimar? My blinds. There he is. Over there. Now, Marichka passive will be a bit of an issue regarding block damage and HP burns, and they're going to try and bomb us. However, that's not going to work too well, I think. So, who we're banning then? Are we banning the Lord Cheshire, or are we just banning Marichka and try and be arrogant about this? You know what? Let's just ban the Marius and play it safe. Okay, the Vulkanos has been banned, and now I don't think they have enough damage to clear us because we have Magma Shield and Bolster, and most Lord Shazars or Chachars, depending on who you're watching. Yeah, me and my constant references to other content creators. It's what I've got to try and do, okay? I sort of just social climb leech off the others. How are we doing this? Also, the extra buffs mean that Kimmy has less chance of stripping our block debuffs. See if I can. Nope. Golden Elixir Marichka confirmed. Okay. Down you go. One turn bomb. I should be able to survive this because I've got lots and lots of shielding. Same for Duchess. She's going to survive these. No problem at all. And it hits them down, and tell you what, let's just Thunderstrike, take these buffs off. Oh, he did not survive. That is unfortunate. However, it's fine because extra turn, down they both go, and this Kimmy has no chance of ever doing anything at all. I'll reset my cooldowns, or at least I try to, before my opponent gives up the game. Let's say, bombs did good enough damage there to get rid of my Karnage. However, Kimmy is really not that good of a buff stripper nowadays, especially when there's 4-3 I try and go through to try and remove a block debuffs from that Cheshire card. It's just not happening, especially through 6-star Lightning Cage. She's a champion that I don't think she's bad, but if they ever got round to just sitting down for a day, going through like 100 legendaries and going, yeah, we could change this, we could change that, I'd change her skill order a bit so that increased accuracy first, then take at least 2 buffs off them, also return meter boosts, because right now she's just hitting the completely wrong order. Yeah, like, you can check this yourself. Lady Kimmy's A3 takes a buff off them first, then gives her team increased accuracy. I don't really understand that at all. But with this game's schedule, they only ever change 2 champions at a time. 3 they're feeling really, really generous, and that just does not happen. Okay, so far a full red team. I am not too worried about that at all. So, okay, order. So I'll take some more greens, plus a red who's going to burn these down. And our last pick is going to be, depending on the Arnie the White and the 0-star Theodosia. Well, there is no lockouts here, but Kaimar is going to struggle a lot into trying to buff strip this, so I'm just going to take Lamassu. Who are we going to ban? I kind of want to ban the Arnie because I know he's the worst matchup for team here. At the same time, you've barely seen Arnie, so I'm going to let him just play just to know what he does. And instead, I'm going to ban the... Let's just ban the Anomaly, shall we? So Arnie is forced to be solo carry here, and let's see what he does. Our best speeder is Lamassu at 24%, so also, if they have any supersonics, Lamassu goes first. They're going to burn down, so yeah. Vulkanos is like the 2024 version of Sol now, where it's like, oh, you tried to turn me to boost. You silly little thing. Okay then, let's boost. Okay, no supersonics confirmed. Do this, and Lamassu lives with 1%. I mean, our base lives with 1% HP, because certainly now this is a hard mode faction was. No, it isn't. Okay, is that 9 Mercurial Arnie? No, it's 6 Mercurial, so he's not going to hit that hard, I feel. Okay, Theodosia, do your worst. Okay, block buffs on my entire team. They burn down. How are we doing, Liz? Who are you hitting? Oh. Okay. There we go. There's the Arnie effect. Is he going to lock active those? Yes, he is. Alright. Take both of those down. And now Arnie goes, and we are asleep. Self-buff. I'm not block passived, but I'm a little bit stuck here. Okay, it's going to alt form for the provoke or the stun. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's an Arnie the White showcase for you. Turns out, yeah, it can do quite a lot of damage, even without any ignore defense gearing at all. There was one good Magic Affinity Mythical released this year, and it sure as hell wasn't Mina, I'll tell you that one. Alright, next game. So first off is Rise to begin with, so we're going to pick both of these right away and work from there. We haven't seen a Fabian so far. Perhaps they know their Fabian's in Supersonic and they think, you know what, this is going to bite me in the backside. Nope, there's a Fabian. So in that case, we are going to take Duchess, an XDD, and then our counter pick, if you can call it that, is going to be Prince Kaimar. And if they have over 880 accuracy, or they just 3% it, then I guess we may possibly just die. Who we're banning? Right now I'd say Marias, not too worried about. Oh, Nace, okay, yeah. We have to get rid of Nace here. There's one thing this team absolutely could not fight, and it's Nace, so... Birdman OP, as they say. That's better. It doesn't make sense, they banned Vulkanos here. Yeah, okay. Right, pick a 33% speed aura, and let's see what happens. This might not go the way we planned. Kaimara is not that tanky, unlike Donatello, who his gear is taken from. We don't have the... Oh, you're about to die? No, come back to us. So, yeah. Also, Duchess has a golden elixir on her. Don't ask why. Okay, we got our CD spell back, but now I have them again. Down he goes, and let's just put damage on them. Break their stone skin a bit, or at least put it down as far as I can. So far the advantages of the anti-lockout Kaimar. Alright, anomaly, do your worst. Okay, he's gonna alt form. We're fine. Oh wait, no, she's in Stormwall Crystal. Okay. Oh wait, am I just dead to Marias? I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Unless... No, okay, that's completely my fault. Okay. Right, next game. I was in autopilot for exactly 2 seconds there, and then 2 seconds that cost me the game. Although, realistically, even if I used the A2 there, it may have just got around to the fact that I couldn't actually get him to take a turn because those just revives with no turn meter, and okay, +6, 6-star, +2, Ren Marias. Set the stage at the start and work from there. Also, our weakness is that if we have to things like that, then we don't have a way to break through Stone Skin if Vulkanos is taken away from us. So again, it's going to be Duchess and Cheshire Cat or Shire Cat. Yeah, okay, I will stop referencing the same person like the world's most awkward social climber at some point. But give me a few more minutes, okay? And we also don't have a whole always deal with block damage, and that is Komidus and Siegfried. Okay, so in that case, let's just bluff that we are faster, and then we shall ban the Komidus and work from there. Okay, that is fine. Let's see what happens. I was hoping they'd think that the Lamassu was like 490 speed. We know that she is obviously not, because I am bluffing, and they ban instead of the Karnage, who is probably the other champ here. Okay, bit of burn down immediately. Only Lamassu got stunned. That's kind of like fine. Oh, and he got wandered. It's not looking great for them. Block revive on the Arbiter. Nope, that's fine. Block revive. And... how do I want to do this? Tell you what I'm going to do. Does he have a way to one-shot through this? Yes, he does. Okay. Now this has not worked how I would have liked. Nope. Oh, wait, I weak hits. We're fine. Wait, we're fine. Okay, I was overthinking it. I started to play around with weak hits. Okay, right. Affinity. Sometimes it works the way you want it to, sometimes it doesn't. And that time, my opponent was really hoping I would just crit. Instead, I didn't, and Cheshire takes priority over Siegfried in terms of that, so I'm still trying to work out all of the ways where one extra turn effect takes priority over the other, but right now Cheshire seems to behave the same as Rotos, so okay, Karnage Vulkanos. Also, I'd like to say that the 260k that Vulkanos took there was right through his passive, which gives him 50% DR, whereas A3 hasn't been used. So, Vulkanos there took over 500k. Okay, next is going to be these two again. Let's look from there. Alright, Tin Man and Marichka. Who are most afraid of here? I don't really like Vulkanos into this. Not Vulkanos. Chimera into this. So who are we banning? Who are we banning indeed? Tin Man or Marias? I think we're going to Tin Man because Tin Man's a single target. He's going to just blow someone up right away and they're not coming back because Duchess of 5 is really not great for that sort of thing. But if you had a couple more demons like Praeva the Slitherer or whatever she's called, we might pick her. We might pick her instead of Duchess, but we don't have her, so same for a couple of the other pretty niche options. Okay, so 9 Mercurial there. It's fine. Was attempting to fish to have the ones there. And this is going to be kind of weird, but I'm going to just do it anyway. To try and scare Marias. I can't scare the Anomaly because he's in Stone Skin. Or we can at least do that. Okay, fails it. And we got 3 of them on the HP burn. So 2 of those. Oh, Anomaly is not coming back. And then, do I want to burn down this Marichka that quickly? I feel the answer is no, I don't. I'll do this the slow way instead. Okay, here with that. Fail all those fear checks. I don't really care about them that much. And tell you what, I'll just reset Cheshire for no reason. Break Mercurial stack again. She took 160,000. And the next time around we should be fine because if she's not going to defend herself, we can XDD A3, extra turn, and then just swipe them all up just like that, and that's you get a pick and that sort of thing. And now they are roping because reasons. Okay. Hit him with this. Hit him with that. Oh no. Goodbye. Get out of there. Cheshire Cat, still good. Not the best, but I'd say in terms of gold board and nukers, still one of them up there. Hard to argue with them. Alright, next game. I think a lot of people are just overlooking the second part of the faction unity effect here, where if they die in the HP burn, they're permadeath. After all, Vulkanos, thankfully, does not appear in Grim Forest or in hard mode faction wars to have people learn by beauty or by cruelty how much of a mistake that champion can be. They know what the Orc unity is like. They know the Shadowkin one. They definitely know what the Night Revenant one is like with his instant turn all the time. But as for Vulkanos, nope, he just does not show up. See, even a company like Plarium can have mercy on occasion. That's so you know how bad things have got him. Okay, so again, another Duchess and a Cheshire. Also, if they pick Prince Kaimar now, I'm going to pick another Demonspawn. And I don't even have another one geared. So, what do I do then? Just take, I don't know, a no geared Vassal of a Seal or something. I was going to build Vassal in 9 Mercurial, except there was a problem. And that problem is, I do not have a Mercurial necklace for Demonspawn, so I can't win any one of those in 9 Mercurial. Maybe it'll show up at some point. Who are we banning? let's get rid of Marias because Anomaly's alt form passive is not going to be that helpful if he's either block passived or if he's just permed, but they banned Vulkanos, so no permadeath here. Now let's see, does this Furball have over 900 accuracy? If I look at his team like, what is this? I'll see, yeah, that's a pretty fast Lamassu. And do your worst. Okay, you've feared my Duchess. We're not gonna have to do much. About your Kaima, I mean your Furball, nope. Right, let's reset my cooldowns. And let's just start wrecking things, shall we? So what we'll do this now. Block passives, block actives. Okay, yep, they are stuck. And down you go. It's as simple as that. Now, say it before, I'll say it again. I do not care for the Furball. Really. I just don't. Okay, next game. So far, I'd say we're doing pretty fine. It's off season, but off season you can kind of like pick kind of whatever you want. So as long as it's got decent gear, it's going to work. Or if it's just a very good champion like that Zilstar that one shot our team 7 ways to Sunday. Like I said, good champ. Right, same as always, going to be Duchess and Vulkanos in this order. I think it might actually just be a bit smarter to tweak the Duchess earlier on because the chance I'm picking Cheshire Cat is very, very little. If anything, in terms of what I'm going to try and deny from myself, it's probably going to be Komidus or Crows if we have them. Honestly, if they take Crows from us, then that's a win for us because that champion is really not that helpful. And our last slot is going to be... Tell you what, let's take a Prince Karma again because they're probably not expecting it to be a slow anti-lockout one. Hecaton. Okay. I know what Hecaton does. Can do quite a lot, but here I'm going to just get rid of the... who am I getting rid of? Let's get rid of the Marias. They're going to ban the Vulkanos, obviously, and we shall work from there. Hecaton was someone I was dimly considering opening Void Shards for, but I thought, nah, I'll wait another time. They'll probably make someone better for the Argonauts faction in the Void Rarity, and I think I know who. But that's a video for another time. Okay, so they have only frozen our Duchess, which is fine because her passive still works, and that goes right through Stone Skin, unless it got taken off us. It might have been taken off us, I was not looking. Alright, how are we doing this? Okay, Storm Cut. 2 stacks, and the issue here is that if I do this, I just pass on because Anomaly is first for team order. So, but maybe he just lives, who knows? Nope, okay. Nope, that's not going to work. So let's just boost here. Doesn't go first, even though we gave a 20% turn meter. We technically should wake up the wrong champion, unless Hecaton here just one-shots Duchess. Nope, okay. Pick them back up, they're failed now, and now Anomaly can't target them. Unless he has his... No, he doesn't, okay. No cycle of violence for you. And I think Hecaton has an AoE A1 here, because everyone here has less buffs. Actually, no, I have 4. Okay, let's take these off. And who do I want to here? Because I know that if I who feels less tanky here? Can tell you what, let's do this. Nope, they live. And going to block with... Okay, sure, I don't want that. That's unfortunate. I think we die. Unless... Resisted. He has not much accuracy now, does he? My defense is down. You're going to sleep me again. And... So, let's just get rid of you. Never mind. Okay, everyone just living for whatever reason. That's fine. Yep, right, next game. Not much to say about. Actually, I believe Hecaton does ignore Stone Skin. I will check. But what happened there was everything happened a little bit too fast. I couldn't really check if Karnage still had his Stone Skin on him. He might not have. But yeah. I didn't want to AoE with Cheshire Cat because, as we saw the first time, if we die to Reflect, we don't get a block damage passive because it's not a death replacement effect. It's just if we get hit by damage from a skill that had put us below a certain amount, we get block damage, but we don't. So, okay, next is going to be these two. It's a 0-star Gizmak, so might not be too worried about it. And that's a Furball and the Cardiel. So I will take our anti-lockout Kaimar. Patented, by the way. No, it isn't. And we're going to ban the Marias and work from there. Like I said, this Cardiel can do whatever he wants. If he wants to ally attack or rally on death, there's going to be a bunch of buffs for him to burn down with. So there's that. And this Furball is what now? She is 6-star +1. Okay, so she's definitely got enough accuracy. There is no question about this, but we have to try. Never know. Might 3%, or maybe she's just like very fast and... Okay, good starts. Okay, we definitely got that there, I think. Let me just hit you. Yes, 15% DR against Demonspawn effect, but I don't think it's that bad. Okay, that gives us our fail for counter attack. Yeah, we got knocked out. That does a whole lot of nothing. And now here comes Gizmak to do the Gizmak special. Kaboom! Goodbye, Duchess. Goodbye, Kaimar. And okay, here's the thing he doesn't know. There we go. We ignore all of that, plus block revive, and now we are fine. Down you go, with block revive, and the Furball stands alone. As I said before, I do not care for the Furball. Okay. Tell you what, last game, then we'll call it that, because could keep going, but we're grinding for what? What are we grinding for? We've already got our box and this is doing alright and... At least try. Well, I know you recognise the name, but at least try. Unless you... Okay. Right, well, let's open our box and... I'll re-roll that. Nah, that goes in the bin. And I'll keep that. Take this, take that. Alright, so those who want to see the builds again real quick, is there a reason used here, or should I just do it like this? Okay. Okay, so Karnage, 4-piece Stone Skin, 4-piece Lethal, Wand of Submission, those Master is, XCD, same thing, Wand of Submission, 4-piece Lethal instead of 4-piece Stone Skin because we'd rather not get bombed. Vulkanos was in Marias' gear with a couple of the changes in terms of just trying to get some kind of like defense neutral out of him. We don't really need the accuracy, but we thought it might as well. Yeah, our crit damage gloves for Lethal are not that great. It is what it is. Lamasu was as fast as I could reasonably get her of my account. Duchess was in 4-piece Bolster, 4-piece Stone Skin with Life Harvest and a Soulmaw Crystal. mostly for Chimera, because the start with Ram and killing someone is annoyance. I'd rather have it so Duchess moves right away. And then Kaimar is in Volcardiac Heart with Nitro Resistance. His mastery's changed over and booked from a time back when Prince Kaimar was one of my favourite picks. But times change, and so do this game. Anyway, that is the Demonspawn comp. Maybe I'll revisit it another time if we get... No, stop trying to trick me in spending money. Okay, if I get a couple more of these, maybe Komidus, maybe Praeva, maybe Chelko. I wouldn't pick Rakos, he's a go-nowhere champion. A couple of other ones, maybe if I got a decent solo blessing for them. Yeah, I have Helicap, a 5-star, but I just thought, nah, there's too much block damage in the game. Like, it's fine just stopping it once with Cheshire passive, but past that, and the rest of these are, especially Mortu. I think everyone and their mother knows how to play on Mortu at this point. So, that is the end of this. Tomorrow or the day after, I'll find some other nonsense to mess around on instead of, going back to the live arena season schedule programming of nature prior to every single game. But until then, I'll let you go and see ya.